Hello students, am I audible and visible? Yes. Am I clearly visible, students? Am I audible? Yes. Okay, good afternoon, students. Sorry for the delay. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Unacademy NEET English, and I am Gopika, your biology educator. So let's wait. Everyone quickly join and send the link to all your friends so more students can join, right? Yes. Okay, so let's start the class. Yes? Ready? Ready for Plant Kingdom? Yes or no? Quickly let me know in the chat box. Are you ready for the class? Yes, okay. So for those students who are new to this channel, my name is Gopika and I am your biology educator. And if you want amazing sessions, interactive sessions where I clarify all your doubts, okay, you have to go to the description box and there is a special class link where you can join and follow my profile there, where I will be clearing all your doubts. I will be repeating concepts that is difficult for you, and it is a more interactive medium, students. It's not like here. Unacademy app as an amazing feature where you can ask all your doubts, okay? And when you post your doubt, we will come with a video clarification on that, okay? So if you haven't still followed me and if you still haven't tried out the special class feature, and it is completely free, what are you waiting for? It's completely free, okay? So the only thing that you have to go is go to the description box and click on the link, okay? And you know what? Yesterday, a lot of you came up with the question, ma'am, can we do frog? Ma'am, can we do frog? And I have finally taken what you wanted, okay? Tomorrow I'll be coming with frog one-shot video on the special class. And if you did not follow me on the special class, students, then I'm sad to say that you will not be taking this amazing class of frog, okay? So how many of you asked for frog yesterday in the video where Ambika ma'am and myself came? So we have finally taken your request into consideration, and tomorrow at 8 o'clock I will be coming with the with one shot video of frog. Are you all listening? Yes? Are you happy? Are you happy that I'm coming? Okay, tomorrow, that is your 13th, 10/23. Yes? Yes? Are you happy that I'm finally taking frog chapter? I mean, I'm taking the portion that is difficult for you. Okay, so all your requests will be taken into consideration only if you follow me and only if you come to the special class and ask me doubts, because it makes me so much happy that my YouTube students are coming to the special class. Okay, great. Okay, let's start the session, students. We will have a very quick revision. Okay, we'll have a very quick revision of what we did last class. Okay, we spoke about different types of classification, like your artificial classification, and we also discussed about the disadvantages of artificial classification. Okay, artificial classification was merely based on simple morphology, and because of it, the classification did not succeed. Okay, and not only that, they kept vegetative characters, they gave more weightage to vegetative characters than the reproductive characters. Okay, and that was a fault. And then we discussed about natural system of classification, where we took into consideration more things, right? We took into consideration the anatomy, we took into consideration the embryology, and then we came up with the most advanced type of classification, that is your phylogenetic classification, right? And this was the most advanced classification, and not only that, it was because this phylogenetic classification was to go into the roots, right? To see from where these plants have come, the ancestors, right? Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Quickly go like the session and let me know if you are understanding so far. Yes, this is what we did in part 1. So I'm just doing a quick revision. Okay. Yes. Yes, then we did numerical classification for animals that did not have a phylogenetic background. That means whose ancestors we didn't know, or maybe we couldn't find the fossil fuel of it. For those, we did numerical classification. Okay. And then we did cytotaxonomy, that was merely based on the cell structure. Cyto means cell. So depending on the cell structure and the chromosome number, we did cytotaxonomy. And then we did chemotaxonomy, that is looking into the chemical aspects. If do they have DNA, do they have RNA, do they have protein, do they have calcium oxalate crystals, depending on that. Okay, depending on that. Then, okay, then we also went through our NCERT line, and then we studied something known as alternation of generation, right? Where you have a gametophytic stage and a sporophytic stage, and haploid, diploid, it continues in a cycle. This is only seen in Plantae, right? So alternation of generations also we saw. Yes, and then we did Algae's general characteristics. Okay, we did Algae's general characteristics, and in that we also understood the reproduction, the type of reproduction that algae undergoes. After that, we are now going to start, students, we are now going to start the types of algae, right? The classification under algae. Students, we are going to keep this class very crystal clear and crisp content, okay? We are not dragging anything. We are only going to stick on to your NCERT lines, okay? So, taking into consideration that making the video, like, I will not add more information, but we will stick on to our NCERT. Are you all with me? Yes? Yes, you know what to do? You know what to do to show the Josh? Quickly show me in the live chat. Fast. Yes, let me see if you are all in Josh or only I am in the full Josh. Quick. All of you are sleeping, see? Yes. Yes, my students are understanding. Okay, my students are understanding. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's start the class, students. Very quick, okay? So, Chlorophyceae, Rhodophyceae and Phaeophyceae, right? Phaeophyceae. So, can we start? Can we start? Phaeophyceae. Sorry for the spelling error. Yes, yes, we have. Okay, now we are going to study what are the habitat. Okay, so from the, I couldn't find brown color, so I've written it in this. So from the color itself, you can tell me this is a green algae, right? This is a green algae. Okay, and Rhodophyceae, which is the color that I've used? Which is the color that I've used? Red. So they are red algae. Okay, and Phaeophyceae, it is the brown algae. Brown algae. So students, the names, yes, the names Chlorophyceae denotes green algae, Rhodophyceae red algae, these are the common names, and Phaeophyceae is brown algae. Okay, Phaeophyceae is brown algae. Now let's see about the, okay, so this much is clear. Let's see what are the pigments, which are the pigments that that gives this color to them. Okay, so from, you don't have a doubt about this, right? We have chlorophyll. All of them have chlorophyll, students. Let's write chlorophyll for everything. Okay, CHL is chlorophyll, no doubt, I hope. So, even this one has chlorophyll A, even this one has chlorophyll A. So, what is the common pigment in all the three types of algae? What is the common pigment in all the three types of algae? Quickly let me know. Students, quickly like the session and share the link with your friends. Okay, this is a very, very important chapter. Yes, chlorophyll A is common among all this. Now, this Chlorophyceae has chlorophyll B. Rhodophyceae has which pigment? Anyone knows which pigment Rhodophyceae has? Let's give it a try. Tell me, Rhodophyceae has which pigment? C? C or D? C or D? C or D? C or D? Oh, there's a confusion. Wrong. D. C. Okay? D and C. Very good. Yes, D. Okay? Chlorophyceae A and D. Chlorophyceae A and C. So, students, we already spoke this in our first chapter that B is a pigment that is present in higher plants. Remember? Remember we spoke about this? This is a pigment that is present in higher plants. So, Chlorophyceae have a pigment that higher plants have. Okay? Higher plants have. Got it? And not only this, we have other pigments that you will be studying in detail, but also understand there are other pigments like carotenoids. Okay? There are other pigments like carotenoids, okay, xanthophyll, okay, these are common pigments, xanthophyll, fucosanthin, okay, fucosanthin, phycoerythrin, phycocyanin. So, these are the common pigments. Okay, I'll let you know which is there in each of them. But understand these are the pigments that are extra. Other than your chlorophylls, there are carotenoids, xanthophyll, fucosanthin, phycoerythrin, phycocyanin. Okay? Okay? Yes, in this channel, we do chapter in depth with your NCERT lines. Okay? So, these are the pigments that are there. Now, one more important thing is your... what is their cell wall made up of? Okay, what is their cell wall made up of? Let's see what is their cell wall made up of. Okay, all of this, students, all of this are algae. All of their cell wall will have cellulose, right? So, I can write cellulose in common, right? Cellulose in common. All of this has cellulose. Now, other than the cellulose, we have to see what do they have extra. So, the inner layer is made up of cellulose in Chlorophyceae. Outer layer is made of pectose. Very, very important. Outer layer is made up of pectose. Okay. Right? Outer layer is made up of pectose. Got it? All of you? Got it? Yes. Now, this cellulose, that is your Rhodophyceae, have cellulose in the inner layer and they have sulfate esters. What do they have? Sulfate esters in the outer membrane. Sulfate esters. Have you heard this before? Have you heard this before? Sulfate esters? Yes, no. Okay, they have sulfate esters in their outer cell wall. Okay, outer layer and inner layer has cellulose. Yes? Yes? And it is a very, very important question. Okay? Please mark it now itself. Please mark it. It is an MCQ question. It's an MCQ question. Cellulose plus sulfate ester is present in which kind of algae? Okay? Students, this one has non-sulfate. Okay? This one has non-sulfate esters. Okay, this one has non-sulfate esters. Clear? Non-sulfate esters. Non-sulfate esters. Clear? So, with cellulose, they have non-sulfate esters. Yes, very good. They also have something called as algin. Okay, something called as algin. Okay, that is what your non-sulfate esters example is, algin. Okay, we will get into the depth of what algin is, but right now make a note of this much. This is very, very important. Okay, pigments, I'll write it here. Okay, color or the common name pigment. Okay, and the cell wall. Did you all make a note? Did you all make a note? Quickly make a note. Quickly make a note of this. Very, very important from your exam point of view. Yes. Okay. Done? Can I change? Yes. Sure? All of you wrote this? We have more to study. We have more to study. Okay. So, now let's see what are Chlorophyceae is according to your NCERT lines. Okay, students, I'm going through the NCERT lines. You don't have to worry. Everything is there here. Everything is here. Okay, don't worry. Okay, everything is here. Now, Chlorophyceae means green algae. Why do they have green algae? Is because of the presence of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. And B is a pigment that is present in higher plants. Right? B is a pigment that is present in higher plants. Okay, this one thing you have to make a note. In case a question come, which is the algae that has a pigment similar to a higher plant, your answer should be Chlorophyceae. Or in case they give one of the examples, you should know it. Okay, you should know it. Now, students, one speciality, one exceptional speciality of Chlorophyceae is that the chlorophyll that they have will be stored in chloroplast. Correct? Chlorophyll will be stored in chloroplast. Agreed? Now, the stored chloroplast, okay, the chloroplast will have different shapes. Okay, the chloroplast will be having different shapes. Now, I'll give you a very simple example for you people to understand. Okay, our Spirogyra, right? Our Spirogyra will be spiral, right? Okay, it is actually filamentous. Maybe we can draw a more filamentous structure. Students, it's basically ribbon-like, right? Ribbon-like. Let me draw it like this. Okay. Now, Spirogyra is ribbon-like or say filamentous. No, filamentous. Now, the chloroplast in Spirogyra also will be ribbon-like. So, the chloroplast will be ribbon-like. So, not only for Spirogyra, for different organisms, depending the shape of the chloroplast is going to change. Okay. So, the chloroplast can exist in discoid shape. Okay, discoid shape, cup shaped, okay, plate like, ribbon like, okay, many shapes it can exist. This is one of the exceptional character of Chlorophyceae, that their chloroplast can exist in many shapes. I'll show you the shapes, don't worry. Okay, this much is clear. Okay. Okay, this much is clear. Yes. So, that is one thing about your Chlorophyceae. They can exist in many shapes. You can look at all the shapes here. We have discoid, plate-like, reticulate, cup-shaped, okay, ribbon-shaped, spiral-shaped in different species. So, species to species it's going to change. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Did you understand so far? Quickly let me know in the chat box. Understood? Okay. So, most of the members have one or more storage bodies called pyrenoids. Storage bodies called pyrenoids. Okay, this is very important, students, pyrenoids. Now, if you would have studied Spirogyra in your practical, you would have seen that you draw a circular or a dotted structure. Okay, when you draw your Spirogyra, no, that is your crisscross structure, you will draw something like this. Okay, in that between you would have drawn like this pyrenoids. Those are basically the storage bodies. What are they? Storage bodies. Okay, these are the storage bodies and they actually have protein as the storage than starch. Okay, they are the storage bodies present in our Chlorophyceae. So those are called as pyrenoids. Pyrenoids, very, very important. Again, MCQ point of view, important. Now, they promote photosynthesis. Who promotes photosynthesis? This bacteria, this Chlorophyceae promotes photosynthesis, and they do carbon dioxide fixation by an enzyme called rubisco. The enzyme which is most abundantly present on earth, rubisco. Remember, we studied this in biomolecules. All of you who attended my biomolecules class on special class would have understood this, right? Rubisco is the most abundant, so they do the carbon dioxide fixation. Now, when you studied algae's function, initially they told that the 90% of the earth's oxygen is made by algae, right? So that means Chlorophyceae plays the most important role in this, and with the help of rubisco. Clear? Clear? Now let's see the structure. This is from your NCERT, students. Okay, this is from your NCERT. Is the diagram clearly visible for you people? So here you can see cup shaped. Okay, this is discoid type of chloroplast. So this is basically your chloroplast. Different shapes of your chloroplast. Okay, and then we have C shaped and ribbed, reticulate, spiral. This is what I told you, spiral, and your stellate. Okay, these are the types of chloroplast. Are you clear so far? Yes. So we will do a quick understanding of a Chlorophyceae. What and all did we study about Chlorophyceae? I am only going to write the exception, like the special characters. Okay. This will help you for your rapid fire. Okay. So make a note. So Chlorophyceae, first thing, it's green algae, right? Green algae. And pigments presence is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, which is present in a higher plant. They have different shapes of chloroplast. I'm not going to write all the shapes, but you people know by now, right? And then they have storage bodies called pyrenoids, right? Pyrenoids. And they do carbon dioxide fixation. Okay, now we have to understand about, okay, now we have to understand about the reproduction. Okay, let's understand about the reproduction, students. Reproduction is very simple, very simple. I introduced you already to reproduction. Understand that vegetative reproduction, okay, vegetative reproduction takes place with the help of fragmentation. Vegetative reproduction takes place with the help of fragmentation. Okay. Vegetative reproduction Chlorophyceae takes place with the help of fragmentation. Asexual reproduction, right? Asexual reproduction takes place with the help of zoospores. Zoospores, or in your textbook is given zoosporangium, the body, right? Zoospores. One thing special about zoospores are they are flagellated. That means they have flagella. Okay, they have flagella. They are flagellated. Okay, and sexual reproduction is with the help of your different, it can be isogamous, that means similar gametes. It can be anisogamous, or it can be oogamous. Clear? Clear reproduction, very easy, no? They have vegetative reproduction is by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction is by zoospores. Those are flagellated zoospores. That means they have flagella in them, right? They have flagella in them. Okay. And sexual reproduction can be by isogamous, anisogamous, or oogamous condition. Okay. Clear. Now let's go into the next algae. Yes. Next algae. So your next algae is your, so this is about your students, this is same thing, vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation. This is again your NCERT line, okay, fragmentation, and then you have flagellated zoospores, that is with the help of asexual reproduction, and you have your sex cells that may be isogamous, anisogamous, or oogamous. Clear? I have taken NCERT lines also, so you will be crystal clear. Now, let's get into your brown algae. Okay, brown algae. Now students, brown algae is because of the color, correct? Okay, but then your color of the brown algae can go somewhere from olive green to brown. Okay, from olive green to brown. That is because of the presence of, I told you I will be introducing you to more pigments, right? It is because of the presence of carotenoids, xanthophylls. Okay, carotenoids, xanthophylls and fucoxanthin. That means depending on how much percentage, okay, how much percentage these pigments are present in the algae, their color will change from olive green, okay, to brown. Olive green to brown. Okay. Yes, I have a mnemonic for you. It is funny, but it is an easy way to remember. Okay, I'll let you know that. That is suspense of the class. You cannot ask me till the end of the class. Okay. Now, students, this Phaeophyceae also, they are also present in great variation. That means you can see them from simple branched to filamentous to maybe 100-meter long. Maybe 100-meter long. Okay, very long also. So, they can be simple branch, filamentous, and they can go up to 100-meter. That example is, you can see, right? Yeah, example is Ectocarpus. Ectocarpus is the example of an algae that can go up to 100-meter long. Okay. Now, they possesses chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids, xanthophylls. Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, food is stored in complex carbohydrates known as laminarin and mannitol. Laminarin and mannitol. Now, I'll teach you the NCERT box of this, but right now understand so much that the food storage in algae is different. Okay, it's not always starch, right? They have different. They have laminarin, mannitol, Floridian starch. So, all this you are going to understand. So, now please make a note of all this. These are the important points that I've picked up from your NCERT lines. Clear? Can we proceed? Can we proceed? This is your food, right? Stored food material is in the form of laminarin and mannitol. Fine. Now, the members of brown algae have a gelatinous coating. Yes, this is what we are going to discuss. Okay, and that gelatinous coating is outside the cellulose. So, imagine this is your cellulosic layer. Okay, and this will be your algin layer. Okay, this will be your algin layer. So, understand, in all the algae, your cellulose is the inner layer, and outside you have pectose, you have algin, you have sulfate esters. Changes algae to algae, it's different. Yes, are you all with me? Quickly like the session and let me know if you understood so far. Quick. You have to be energetic. Young students, be energetic. Yes? Yes? Okay. Fine. Now, the members of brown algae have gelatinous coating called algin. Okay, this algic acid or your algin is a phycocolloid. Students, in your textbook also you have come across the word hydrocolloid. Hydrocolloid or phycocolloid. They are nothing but they will become a gel in the presence of water. Presence of water. They will form gel in the presence of water. Your biggest example is your carrageenans. Remember when we did MCQ, the question was asked. This is a PYQ question. This is a PYQ question about hydrocolloid and your phycocolloid. How many of you remember carrageenans? We did it in our MCQ session, plant kingdom MCQ. Or I think most of you got it right. Remember, any of you remember it? Now, commercially, they are extracted from giant brown algae. Okay, these algins will be extracted from them, and the protoplast contains, or in addition to plastids, a centrally located vacuole. So, the protoplast has a vacuole and a nucleus. Vacuole is understood, no, for the balance, okay, and the nucleus is like the brain of the cell. Brain of the cell. Clear? Phaeophyceae is clear? Yes. Now, the examples, the way to teach you the examples, I will let you know. Can we go to the next part? Now, here, this is one important thing. This is an image from your textbook. Students, understand, when you study Phaeophyceae, I told you when we learnt about algae also, they are thalloid structure, right? Thalloid. Thalloid. That means they are an undifferentiated mass. They are an undifferentiated mass. But when it comes to Phaeophyceae, they have some structures. Okay, that structure, this hold fast, right? This hold fast is a root-like structure. Root-like. That means they behave like a root. They will hold them together. Okay, hold fast is a root-like structure. Stipe. Okay, stipe is a stalk-like structure. Stalk-like structure. And your frond is your leaf-like structure. These are only assumptions, okay, that they look like root, they look like stem, they look like leaf, but they are not the true root, they are not the true stem, they are not the true leaf. Clear? So, hold fast, stipe and leaf. You can remember stipe by S and S, students. Stalk, stipe. Easy. Hold fast, root. Root is the one that holds, right? So, hold fast is root. Okay, frond you have to remember like that only, leaf-like. So, this is one characteristic that you see in Phaeophyceae. Can you see? In different organisms, they are completely different. Okay, one may be like, you know, they'll be like leaf-like. This will properly look like a dried part of a plant. Okay, this one looks like your coral reef, right? Coral leaf. This looks like your leaves with holes. So, this looks different. So, all of them have a different structure, but what remains the same? Root-like structure, stem-like structure and leaf-like structure remains the same. Are you clear on this? Okay, are you clear on this? Now, I'll show you the NCERT line for this. Okay. Yes, NCERT line for this. Here, you have your gelatinous coating called algae. We already discussed more about it. And here, the plant body is usually attached to the substratum. That means now, imagine there is a rock. Okay, there is something. This rock becomes the substratum. Got it? The plant body is usually attached to the substratum and has a holdfast, stipe and frond. Are you clear with this? Are you clear with this? Now, when we talk about reproduction in Phaeophyceae also, it is very, very similar. That is why algae, you don't have to take tension, students, is very easy. Okay, here also, vegetative reproduction again takes place by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction also takes place by zoospores. But what is different here? What is different is that it is biflagellated. It is biflagella. That means two flagellas are there where one will be, see, one will be longer, one will be shorter. They will be uneven. Uneven flagella. Okay, uneven flagella. And they will be pear-shaped. When I drew isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous, I told you, they are like pear-shaped bodies, right? Okay. Now, pear-shaped and have two unequal laterally attached flagella. This is important for your MCQ. Okay, MCQ important. Fine. Now, sexual reproduction is again by isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous condition. Okay, same thing, no difference. Pyriform means pear-shaped. Don't get confused. Pyriform means pear-shaped. Are we clear? Are we clear so far? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Okay. Next class, right? Next class is your Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae means your red algae. Rhodophyceae means your red algae, right? This red color is because of the presence. Chlorophyll A is there, chlorophyll C is there, no problem in that, okay? It is there, all of that is there, okay? Chlorophyll D is there, okay? But extra what is there? Extra what is there? Phycoerythrin. This I taught you when I taught you biological classification. Phycoerythrin and phycocyanin. Remember? Phycoerythrin gives the red color, phycocyanin gives the blue color. We remember we saw the red tide and all that. So, the same pigment, phycoerythrin. Now, because of the increase, the percentage if the phycoerythrin increases, you can see that these people are present on the seabed. Okay, this red algae, you can see them on the seabed. Now, what happens if phycoerythrin percentage increases, you can see all the seabed full will be red in color. Okay, this will be full red in color. Clear? Okay. Now, the red thalli, I told you algae has a thalloid body. Thalloid body, that means undifferentiated mass. So, the red thalli of the most red algae are multicellular. Very, very important. They are multicellular. Okay. The food is stored in the form of Floridian starch. Now we studied laminarin, mannitol and Floridian starch. Important. Okay. And then this Floridian starch, it is similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Amylopectin, again, we studied this in biomolecules. Right? We studied this in biomolecules. And glycogen. Clear? Clear all of you? Very easy, no? Whatever general characters you studied, little more upgraded of that, you will be studying maybe say Floridian starch and all that. Okay? Okay, this is very, very, very important. Very important. Okay? I will say how many of your veries I tell, it will not be enough. Very important. Now, all of you take your NCERT and go through this. Students, maximum questions will come through this boxes only. Your 5 kingdom classification, there is a box, right? Your algae, there is a box. So, these boxes carry the most marks. Carry the most marks because it's easy to ask. But see, now looking at this, okay, whatever is different, now I am feeling Floridian starch is something that a student will forget. I will catch hold of that question, right? I'll catch hold of that question. Clear? Oh, okay. Today you people watch that. Those who haven't watched, go and watch that video where we have clarified all your doubts about reduced syllabus. Okay, all your doubts about reduced syllabus. Yes, okay. So look here, your Chlorophyceae, green algae, I don't have to explain. Pigment A and B, food stored, very, very, very important. Food stored is starch. Okay, food stored is starch. And the cell wall is made up of cellulose. Is it made up of only cellulose? It's also made up of pectose, right? Outer layer is made up of pectose. Okay. Then flagella, number and position. There are 2 to 8 flagellas and they are equal. They are equal. That means if I draw a flagella, both of them are equal. Okay. That need not be the case for others. That need not be the case for others. Okay. Now habitat, they can be found freshwater. Brackish water just means students salty water or like extremely salty water. Okay. Extremely salty water. Saline, depending on the percentage of the saline, right? Salt water. Now, let's go to Phaeophyceae. So, this is green, brown and red. Okay. Now, this is the brown algae, correct? Chlorophyll A, C and fucosanthin is there. Fucosanthin is there, correct? Fucosanthin is there. Now, depending on the percentage of fucosanthin, they will go from olive green to brown. Okay, even xanthophyll, not only fucosanthin, xanthophyll also. Okay, here it's not mentioned, but you know that xanthophyll, carotenoids and fucosanthin, depending on their percentage, the color is going to change. And then the stored food is mannitol and laminarin. So the example for Phaeophyceae can be laminariae, right? And cell wall is cellulose and algin. Again, important PYQ question because algin is not there for others. This can come as a PYQ. Okay, MCQ. Now, 2 unequal lateral flagellas, I told you. Now, here this is there. One, if I extend like this, they become unequal, correct? Now, freshwater, brackish water, salt. But freshwater, students, the percentage is very, very less. It is mostly marine. This is mostly marine. Okay. Now, Rhodophyceae, your red algae, chlorophyll A, D and phycoerythrin. Again, very, very important pigment. Floridian starch is the way the food will be stored. Okay. Floridian starch. Now, cell wall is made up of cellulose, pectin, polysulfate esters. Okay. Poly, or you can write your sulfate esters also will give you marks. Don't worry. Okay. Here flagellated, here it is absent. No flagella. No flagella for Rhodophyceae. Okay. Now, here habitat, freshwater, brackish water and salt water. Clear so far? Clear so far? Yes or no? Let me know quickly. Yes or no? Yes? No? No, ma'am. Didn't understand. What is it? Clear? All of you? All of you? Okay. This is a phonics that I wanted. I made it by myself. Okay, so tell me if it's easy or not. Okay. Is it easy? Read and let me know. Read and let me know it's easy. You can grow grass in park like EC shrub. Shrub you know, right? So you can grow grass in park like EC shrub. This whole is U, okay? U, C, G, G, P, N is your grammar. Yes or no, easy? Now I'll tell you what this stands for, right? U stands for, so students, such kind of tips you'll only get it in my class. So do not forget to follow me on my special class. I've given more tips there. Is it easy? I want fire emoji if it's easy. Okay? Otherwise I'm not going to write what is it. I think I'll write it down, students. Too much information. Yes, only one person liked it. I made it easy for you, and you people don't even. Okay, what is this? Okay, students, the order is like this. These two are a Chlorophyceae. Okay, these two are a Chlorophyceae. These three are a Rhodophyceae. Okay, and these three are a Phaeophyceae. Okay, Phaeophyceae. Now, U stands for Ulothrix. Okay, U stands for Ulothrix. Maybe. Okay. Yes, with me, all of you. So U, I'll write it here. U stands for Ulothrix. Yes, okay. C stands for Chlamydomonas. Okay. G stands for Gelidium. Another G stands for Gracilaria. Okay. P stands for Porphyra. Less. Okay. Yes. L stands for Laminaria. Okay. E stands for Ectocarpus. All can see, right? Okay. And your S stands for Sargassum. So you can grow, right? You can grow grass. You can grow grass in park like easy shrub. Laminaria, yes? Got it? Easy? Ulothrix, Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, okay, Gelidium, Gracilaria, Porphyra in your Rhodophyceae, and your LES, Laminaria, Ectocarpus and Sargassum. Easy to remember. You can grow grass in park like easy shrub. Yes, easy. Okay. I'm so happy that it worked out. Okay. So I made it, students. It is not out of anywhere. I made it myself. Okay. So you can write it. You can share it with your friends so that, you know, it is easy to remember, because once you remember this sentence, that means you are knowing all the examples of a algae. All the examples. Okay. Students, see, I cannot add so many of them. There are so many examples. Like, see, here I can add Spirogyra, but the phonics won't be okay. Okay. So that's why I thought few examples I'll miss. It's better, no? At least you know this many. Yes or no? Don't be greedy, students. Don't be like, I need more examples. I will be happy if you can remember more examples. But according to your reduced syllabus, 2 examples each is compulsory to know. Okay? Okay, 2 examples each is compulsory to know. You can remember anything. Okay? Clear? Yes. You can tell Nandini. So, this is your examples of your algae. Students, yes? Yes? Clear? So, algae is completely done. Okay, students. So, now I'll be coming with Bryophyta in the next session. Okay, next session. It is because, yes, your algae is clear. Oh, okay. If you can remember, it's great. If you can remember, it's great. But for me, this is easy. Okay, you can grow grass in park like easy shrub. So students, if you want such kind of amazing tricks, easy way to remember all your, animal kingdom examples, plant physiology doubts, frog, all this, you have to follow me on my special class. It's right in the description box. Okay, I'll be seeing you with the part 2, part 3 of where I'll be teaching complete Bryophyta with the life cycle. Okay, I'll not be doing it in this session. I'll be doing it in the next session. And guess what? Guess what? Tomorrow I am coming with cell cycle and cell division one shot in less than 45 minutes. Okay. So if you're there at tomorrow 4 o'clock, do not forget to join. We are going to finish cell cycle in the most thorough but in less time. Okay. Will you all be there? Yes, frog is tomorrow around 8 o'clock, okay, special class, and cell cycle is one shot on YouTube at 4 o'clock, okay. Yes, I will start plant physio students one by one, okay. I'm no magician, so let's first clear frog and keep it, okay, and then cell cycle and cell division. Students, do not ignore cell cycle and cell division. That chapter has lot of weightage, even though they might show you that only 4 questions will come out of it. It seems in 2023 around 7 questions came from it. So do not underestimate the chapter that you might think is easy. Okay? Yes. So see you all in the next session where I'll be teaching you Bryophytes. For such amazing tricks, you need to follow me on my special class. Thank you so much students for joining. Do not forget to come and join my second part whenever I put Bryophyte. I'll also finish gymnosperms. Your plant kingdom, do not worry, I will complete it. Okay? Yes? Yes? Yes, I will. Students, I told you already, we are going to follow a class pattern where I will be introducing the chapter in the special class. I will talk about the weightage. I'll be doing the content in the YouTube. So cell cycle MCQs will be on my special class. Okay. So if you want to attend my cell cycle MCQs, it will be on the special class. I will let you know about the date. Okay. I will share the link with you. It will be in the description box. Do not worry. Okay. Thank you so much. Do you want a rapid fire? Do you want a rapid fire? I will do it with Bryophyte. So I will see how much do you remember. Okay, so I'll do it in the starting of Bryophyte. You will have a rapid fire of algae. Done? Done? Yes. Bye students. See you all. I want all of you to type you can grow grass in park like easy shrub in the comment section so that many students will be thinking what it is. Okay.